You are listening to Christian Audio's production of God, Israel, and You, the Scandalous Story of a Faithful God, by Michael Onifer and Joshua Charles. This book is read by George W. Sarris. This audio recording was produced in 2016 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition issued by contractual arrangement with WND. Originally published in English as God, Israel, and You. Copyright 2016 by Michael Onifer and Joshua Charles. All rights reserved. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/christianaudio, or twitter.com/christianaudio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. God, Israel, and You, the Scandalous Story of a Faithful God, by Michael Onifer and Joshua Charles. To Bishop Robert Stearns, whose courageous faith and vision for the next generation prepared the way for this book. Foreword. There is perhaps no conflict on earth that has attracted as much attention, fostered such controversy, and aroused such powerful emotions as the Israel-Palestinian conflict. For Christians, this naturally causes a number of questions to arise. Are the Jewish people just like any other people group in the world? Is Israel just another nation? Does the modern state of Israel have any relevance to the church? Can someone be both pro-Palestinian and pro-Israel? Or do you have to pick sides? If you've ever pondered these questions, then the book you're holding is a trustworthy guide for the perplexed. If you've never asked yourself these questions, it's a godsend. It is written by Michael Onifer, a committed Christian who loves the Israelis and the Palestinians, with expert research assistance from Joshua Charles, also a committed Christian who cares for Jew and Arab alike. You can be sure that in the midst of the constant heat surrounding this conflict, this book will be a source of light and illumination. In the aftermath of the Holocaust, many Christian leaders went through a time of soul-searching, recognizing how centuries of European, church-based anti-Semitism had paved the way for the Holocaust. As a result, they began to renounce what is commonly called replacement theology, or supersessionism, the idea that the church had replaced or superseded Israel in God's plan of salvation, a theology that opened the door to Christian anti-Semitism over the centuries. The rebirth of the modern state of Israel in 1948 further underscored the wrongness of this theology, since it was clear that God still had purposes for the Jewish people, and that even today he was keeping his ancient prophetic promise to bring them back to the land, their land. Surely this was a miraculous testimony to God's enduring covenant with Israel, and a testament to his faithfulness. Surely this could not be explained in mere natural terms, especially with the surrounding Arab nations poised to wipe out the fledgling state, and with this beleaguered nation literally rising out of the ashes of the ovens of Auschwitz. Surely God was with Israel. How else could the Six-Day War of 1967 be explained, other than as an example of divine intervention? When I came to faith in Jesus at the age of 16 in 1971, these were the sentiments expressed by the Christians I met. It was simply taken for granted that the modern state of Israel was a fulfillment of biblical prophecy, and that Christians should stand with Israel. And over the years, although I did not encounter these sentiments universally, I certainly encountered them the vast majority of the time among believers in both America and the nations. Today, sadly, these beliefs cannot simply be assumed in evangelical Christian circles, especially among the younger generation of believers. These young people, often passionate for justice, have no living memory of the Holocaust, and unless they have toured Israel, they have little or no idea of the nation's miraculous history. For many of them, Israel is the evil occupier, the ruthless
Sample complete. Ready to continue?